Welcome to Making a Beat in FL Studio by 360 Media. We're continuing from the last video where we left off after we had laid out the hats and we had learned how to use plugins. In this video, we're going to go ahead and add all the strings, all the instruments to bring out the real flavors of the sound. Follow along and we continue. Okay, let's get straight into it. We'll start by adding more tracks. As you can see, there are only 6 tracks on the playlist. We need to add more tracks so we can assign each string to its own track, or each instrument to its own track. Okay, let's go straight into it. Straight to the channel rack. We'll start by laying out more tracks on the playlist. So I simply go to the pattern, click, left click, hold, and drag the mouse up to increase. So when I reach pattern 7, I'll lay it out, I'll paint it on track 7 simply by holding, clicking and dragging, and I release. I'll do the same for pattern 8. I'll do the same for pattern 9. I'll add up to 12. I'll stop on 12 for now, but you can add as many patterns as you like on these tracks. So done. I can hold, drag to align it to this. I've set up new tracks, so we're going to lay our new patterns, instruments on these patterns which I've laid on these tracks. So go straight to the channel rack, right click, choir O, send it to the piano roll. Hit spacebar to play the track. I'll lay one here. I'll zoom in, lay one there. I like that. I'll add one more here. I like that. I'll go a bit lower to get a smooth, clear sound. I'll leave it there. I've laid out the pattern on one beat. But now I want to show you how to lay out a pattern on more than one beat. If you look up here, this section we used 1 to 2. I want to show you how to lay out from 1 to 3. You can use that same technique to lay out as far as you want. In order to lay out from 1 to 3, we have to go back to the playlist and change the pattern. If you have a look, let's play this track again. If I add one instance here in this quadrant here, 2 to 3, and we move on to the playlist. If you have a look at track number 12, if I zoom in, if I'm to delete one instance of this, you can see it's now fitting on 2 beats instead of 1 like this one here. So I have to delete this and lay it out again to tell FL Studio that I'm no longer using 1 beat, but I'm going to be using 2 beats. So I go to 12, paint it out all the way till the end. I zoom in with the middle scrolling button on the mouse, right click to delete the extra ones, then I play it. As you can see now, the track is playing from 1 till 3 because of this extra note I've added here on D6. So I'll lay out more of these choirs. I'll add one here so it can sound different. So there you have it. I've laid out this pattern on 2 beats from 1 till 3 on this gradient. When I come to my playlist, we can see this is longer than this. This is 1 beat, these are 2 beats. So I'm going to right click, rename and color. I'll call it choir O. Color it orange, make it bright. So I'll remove some instances of this. Then I'll press the space bar to play the beat. So we change the pattern, we go to pattern. Let's go to pattern 6. Pause. I'm going to send another instrument to pattern 6. Right click, dream bell, send it to the piano roll. Space bar to play. I'll place one here. Another one here. Yeah, that's okay, I like that. So it's a bit too loud. I want to reduce the volume of the dream bell. You do this by clicking on this, hold down the left clicking button and drag down to reduce and drag up to increase. So I'll reduce that a bit. A bit more. Yeah, that's fine, that's okay.